Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. I'm going to be talking to you about 10 products you can purchase from Sephora that I do not think are worth your money. So assuming I get my life together and get this video up on time, the Sephora Vib sale should be going on right now. So if you are thinking about placing an order and have not placed one yet, I want to warn you about spending your hard-earned cash money on these 10 products before purchasing. Some of these products I do like, I just don't think they're worth the price tag. And then there's others that I'm like, absolutely not. So if you're interested in the 10 products that I don't think are worth the money from Sephora, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, or you just like chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, I have my Truly Black Cherry Lemonade because what's the fun in talking about products not worth your money if you're not like a little bit buzzed? It wouldn't be as fun. Okay, let's start with I feel like I have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury and I'm really not trying to like shit on Charlotte, but there's just some things I don't think are worth the money. So let's start with this one. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is $35 and I just feel like this really doesn't make that much of a difference in how long my makeup lasts. I feel like it's gonna do the same as like the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Honestly, I don't know which one's more expensive, like cost per ounce, but with the Charlotte one, it's just the fact that there's something about the scent of this one that reminds me of like cherry vodka, which, I mean, I drank a lot of strawberry Smirnoff and Diet Mountain Dew back in my day, but there is something about this that reminds me of a night of drinking or many nights of drinking gone awry, and I just cannot do it. Also, I just feel like there are better setting sprays out there. Perhaps if you didn't drink Smirnoff and something, you would really like that, but for me, I don't think it's worth the money. And then sticking with Charlotte Tilbury, I know that this is gonna be, I feel like, a really unpopular opinion, but her lipsticks, to me, not worth the money. So specifically like her Matte Revolution, so this is in the shade Very Victoria. Don't get me wrong, like I love the shade and I'm not mad that I have this in my collection. Like I said, there's gonna be products that I talk about today that I do like. I just think when it comes down to like the actual price you'd be paying, not worth it in my opinion. And really what makes her lipsticks not worth it to me are the fact that like it doesn't feel weighty enough to spend $35. Like it feels like really cheap packaging. I will say oh, that scared me. Okay, I got totally distracted. The Hot Lips collection, the packaging is definitely weightier. These are $3 more, they're $37. I would say maybe if there's like one of the celebrities that like you really like if there's some sort of like nostalgia type of thing with that, maybe I could see the Hot Lips collection being worth the money to you. But specifically like just the regular everyday lipsticks, like why couldn't you at least had more weighty packaging? Then I'd feel maybe like it was more worth it. And then the final Charlotte Tilbury product that I wanted to talk about is the quads. The quads are nice. So I have the palette of Pops in Pillow Talk. This is probably my least favorite of the two. And then I have Exaggerize, which looks like this. I do really like Exaggerize. I think the formula is nice. I just feel like these are not worth $53. Like, spend your money elsewhere, get like a full-size palette. $53 is just too much to be spending on these quads. And again, with these, like the packaging just feels really chintzy and really cheap. If these were like weightier, I would potentially feel differently, but packaging is a big thing for me. Okay, let's move on to Natasha Denona. I have two Natasha products. The first one is the Chromium Liquid Eyeshadow. My dog chewed mine up, but like didn't fully ruin it, but that's why mine looks really bad. So the Natasha Denona Chromium Liquid Shadows, you get 0.08 fluid ounces of product in this for $25. For reference, the Stila Liquid Shadows, you get 0.15, so almost double the product for $24. So if these were priced at what the Stilas are priced at, which I already feel like is expensive because these dry up, this would cost you close to $50. No, this would cost you over $50, around $50. That's ridiculous. So I have mine in the shade Infra Nude. It's a beautiful shade. For me, I don't reach for liquid shadows that much. I probably just shouldn't have purchased this. Maybe if you reach for liquid shadows, but like the price, it's just, there are so many lesser expensive alternatives on the market nowadays that like you don't need to spend $25 on these. I get that, like, maybe because they're like duochrome or whatever, trichrome. Danessa Myricks I think has duochrome or trichrome, so $25 for that amount of product I just think is way too much. And then also, I feel like I've talked about this in like a disappointing products as well. This is the Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette. Packaging 10 out of 10, super cute, but product inside. So you get a cream blush, which is really pretty. And then you get two like blushes and a highlight. These two blushes, specifically the diamond powder, is basically like chunky glitter. Like kind of the super glow too in this one. I just personally don't have a use for these. The Bloom, I will say, like looks a lot more wearable in my opinion, and I feel like people have spoken more highly of the Bloom palette, but for me, I do not think the Love Glow palette is worth $55. Ooh, I have another Charlotte Tilbury product. I promise, like, there are some Charlotte products I do like, but the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Primer. This retails for I think $55 for a primer that just like makes your skin look a little bit glowy, and then you'd likely be covering it up with foundation. I don't have a whole lot else to say about this, but it's not worth your money. I think this is supposed to blur. I don't feel like this blurs much at all either. Just don't buy that. This next product, the Dior Lip Oil, I really like this. I just think there are other lip oils on the market that are just as good that aren't $34. So for me in the future, I think I will purchase other lip oils. The Clarins one even, it's $26, which I know is still expensive, but I like that one just as much. I find the two to be very similar, so I just don't think $34, I don't feel like this is worth it. The packaging's really cute, and I feel like you do get a good amount of product in this. Again, I just don't think it's worth $34. But obviously this is a very subjective video, like these are just my opinions. Next up I have a Tatcha product. This is another product that I really do like. I could see myself continuing to purchase, but only for special occasions. And truly I just don't feel like the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist is worth $48 for the full size, which is 1.35 fluid ounces. That is just crazy expensive. Now I do think that this is beautiful, and again, on special occasions, I do like to bust this out. I could see myself purchasing this, but this is not something that I would wear on an everyday basis as my sole glowy or dewy spray, because it is just so stinking expensive. There are many other dewy setting sprays on the market for much cheaper. So expensive. And then I just have two foundations to wrap it up with. The first one is the Cogendo Aqua Luminous Foundation. Or Aqua Foundation. What is this, like 70 some dollars for like a sheer coverage foundation that settles into my forehead lines and does not have a good lasting power. Like it lasts maybe 6 to 8 hours. Like it's pretty, but like 70 some dollars, like I just think that's ridiculous. Not worth that amount. I know people like swear by that foundation. I don't think it's worth it. And then the final foundation is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection. I think this one is pretty. I just don't think it's worth $68. There are other foundations similar to this that have like a natural finish, that are more light to medium coverage, that aren't $68. Now granted, the bottle, everything about this feels super luxurious, looks super luxurious, so I get it. But also, like, you don't have to spend $68 on this. Those are just my personal opinions. So those are the 10 products that I just don't feel like are worth the price tag at Sephora. I would love to know in the comments below, do you disagree with me on any of these? And what are some products that you don't think are worth the price, whether it be at Sephora, Ulta, wherever it might be? I want to know. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.